The entire country is discussing now whether we are in an economic recession. Some say the definition of recession is 2 quarters without GDP growth. Others say that it is more complicated and you need to look at other areas of economy whether they are growing. But I have a question. Why should GDP grow at all? Why does the economy need to grow? Let's say yesterday we created a certain amount of wealth, and today we are creating the same amount of wealth, and tomorrow it will be the same. What's wrong with that? Stability is a good thing. Why are we so bent on growing the economy? Let it be the same. It seems like we are unsatiated. The basics of economics are that money must grow. This is why we don't keep our money under our mattresses. We invest it. We are told if your money is not making money, it is not real money. Everything in the material world takes its root in spiritual realms. All physical things and all physical occurrences are a reflection of the higher world. And such a material thing as money for sure is. And therefore, by looking at the physical, we can understand how spirituality works. In the Western world, it is believed that a child should be taught how to behave and a child should work on his traits. We tell our children that they must constantly develop themselves. But people don't talk about a need for adults to work on developing themselves or their need to work on their traits. When becoming an adult, a person reaches a kind of a plateau in his self-improvement. And it seems like he doesn't have to work on himself according to the Western culture that we live in. The Torah, on the other hand, insists that growth is necessary for everyone at any age. You will say, well, I have already learned how to be a decent person, I'm honest, I'm not rude to others. What else? There are 613 commandments in the Torah, mitzvot. They apply to our relationships with other people, like, for example, a prohibition to share negative information about others, even though it's true, without a specific practical need, or, for example, a prohibition to embarrass someone in public. And then there are also mitzvot, commandments, concerning our relationship with God, which sometimes are called Jewish rituals, like kashrut, Shabbat, putting on tefillin and lighting Shabbat candles. We are equally obligated to keep both types of mitzvot, and everyone has room to grow in both categories. And me, and you, and the chief rabbi of Israel also does. And we must work in both directions every day. And if a long time passes, let's say 2 quarters, without this growth, then the situation gets really bad. We fall into a spiritual recession. So growth, it turns out, needs to be not only in the economy.